Hi everybody, it's Carol and I'm back with another project, and what I have here is a different style book page envelope, and I have one, well actually three here that I started to make. This one here is completely made and I want to show you how I did it. And this one book page envelope is made out of two book pages, and it has a different kind of pouch on the inside that I made, and it's really fun. I saw this done by Joey DeFee, and I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing her name the right way, but it was so much fun to make. And this is, well, she gave a couple of different ways to close the envelope, and I thought this was the most fun because I like making the string on it with the closure. And I do have a button on the end of it hanging out, and you know, you can decorate this as much or as little as you want. So I just decorated the inside, the flap, the back of the front flap, and then the front of this really cool looking pocket. And yeah, so this is the finished product of what I had done. I'll put that off to the side, and these are two more that I had made, and I will decorate these because I'm going to make a couple right now, but the front of it here is painted. So these are watercolor paints, and it's like a big branch, kind of like fallish colors on there. And this one here looks like a field. I think I overdid it with the branch on this one. And you know, so you paint it and then splattered it with gold watercolor paint, and it just looks so scrumptious, really very pretty. So this is the finished product. These two I will decorate when I'm through making. I brought along my book pages, and because the paint's going to be wet, that's why I have a couple to decorate. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be the front because I want the writing to be frontwards, right side up, but I'm going to bring this over just to give this front flap a little bit more security, thickness in there. So I'm going to bring this a little more than halfway. And this one here, this is going to be the flap that goes down. And I'm going to just tuck in these corners as even as I can get them. I'm just following the line of the text that's inside. And then I'll fold this down. And I'm going to keep these rough edges because I like them. I like these rough, torn edges on there. So I'm going to use my glue stick, and I'm just going to glue down these flaps. And I do have my craft paper underneath my work right now because I will be painting. I'll be using the watercolors, and then when I splatter the gold paint, I get that all over. Okay, so now this second one here, I'm gonna try and get as the size for the inside over here, because that's where that's the pocket that's gonna be in there. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this again because this is book pages, and it's really not that, well, it's not too thin, but it's not overly thick. And I do want to make sure that it'll hold up. So I'm going to try and measure this as best I can because I don't want it bigger than this little section. If anything, it would be better if it was smaller. Although if it is bigger, you can always cut it down. But if it's smaller, you really can't build it up. Okay, so I'm just going to fold this over, and then I'm just going to tear this off because I don't need it. But what you could do is, see this booklet here, I'm going to put it in a journal, and because it has the string, actually I'm just going to clip it in because I can't, if I close it this way, you know, I need to be able to wrap that string around. So this I'm going to make sure my words are front way. They're not upside down. And what I need to do is get the center point this way. And I'm going to glue the back of this and just in the middle so I can stick it onto the bottom part, the back. Okay, so alrighty. Did I not glue this? Oh, I thought I glued this down. Okay, so we'll glue that down. Alright, so what I have to do now, because I want this open on the sides, so I'm just going to put glue on the inside pockets and glue that down. And because it is glue stick, I'm not going to open it right now. I'll just give that a little time to see, and this is it. So now if this is, I'll do it gingerly. Okay, so now this is glued down. This is the pocket, and I should probably decorate the inside before I paint the outside. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I have this brown paper because I want to make this kind of like botanical. So I just want to rip a piece of this off, and let's see, that's kind of too big, and I'll rip that little piece off. So I'm just going to glue this down here, and then I don't know, maybe put a mushroom on it. Now this is what do you call it? Gift paper. So I'm just gonna put the glue down on here. And then, because it would rip apart if I tried to put this glue stick on there. And then I brought along some of my mushrooms. Let's see, I may have a better color one. Okay, let's see. I have a few of them here. All different. Oh, that looks good there. And what I can do here is just put some mushrooms and some labels down. Okay, I just have to decide whether I'm going to use my glue stick or the art glitter glue. Oh, that looks so nice. And then we'll put this label down. And then we'll stick a couple of mushrooms down on here. Yes, I like mushrooms on book pages, especially on this project with the little pocket. Let's see if I have a skinnier label. Okay, I'm just going to ink this up a little bit. Put this right down there over the mushrooms. I'm anxious to get started with the painting on the front. Okay, so we have those two decorated, and I'm going to move these out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to use my skinny brush because I'm heavy on my brush and I don't want to make these branches too fat because I don't have a lot of room here, and I still have paint all set over here. Okay, so I always get nervous when I have to paint, especially on camera. So I'm gonna just try and make one big branch and little branches off it. I don't want to make it looking like a forest like the one that I did have. Okay, so I'm going to just make branches off this one, and I'm going to continue this branch all the way up. Okay, so this is my browns, and now what I'm going to do is get my green on here and make some leaves. This is the fun part. I love doing these leaves on here. And all you do is press down and lift up and let the brush do the work. Okay, so I'm going to bring that back and let's get the front. This is my playtime. And we'll get some leaves. They're funky kind of leaves, but they're so much fun. Okay. And I'm just going to put a couple little green dots in here to make it a little like leaves are falling, you know, because it is fall. And then what I'll do also is get some red in here just to see if I can make these leaves look like they're turning. Now, I am not a painter, and I've done just a very little bit of painting. So I'm just going to bring in the this kind of color and just kind of lay it on part of the green flower or the green leaves just to make it. I'm not even sure if it's looking like the leaves are turning or if you can see. Maybe I need some more orange or something in there. Oh, that's a better color. I'm not sure. Hopefully you can see this on camera. So I'm just going to lay it on the the paper. And those are my favorite leaves when the you know, when the fall season, when the leaves are turning. I love the reddish ones. Okay, so I think I'm done with this, and I'm gonna get my gold paint because I just love doing this. And I got these off Amazon. And, you know, it really doesn't matter. This is a whole palette of, I guess that's what you call it. I'm really not sure. And it's all different color golds. I'm going to use my glue stick here. I think I need more water. I do have splatter. I don't know if you can see it. But it does look pretty. I think I need more gold paint on there. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of red. Let me use this again just to bounce it off my glue stick here. Oh boy, it's not bouncing on my paper. It's bouncing all over, but okay, let's oh my goodness, maybe I just need more paint on here. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm done with that. It does look pretty though. I think I did a pretty good job with this. Okay, oh, you know what I didn't do? I was supposed to make the closure over here. Okay, I can do that now. Let me cover my glue stick, and I'm going to take this paper, and I'm just going to put a little, I'm going to glue it onto the back here just to give it a little bit more strength for when I put my crocodile in there. Okay. I guess my paint is dry. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. I'm just going to use this. I'm using art glitter glue because I get the glue stick all over. Actually, I get all the glue all over whenever I use glue. Okay, so let me make my little crocodile hole up here. And here's my eyelet. Then we'll close it up. I'm so excited I got this. I think it looks like a good branch. I don't know what you all think of it, but maybe it doesn't look like that on camera, but I always have trouble with this not closing the right way when I do it. I don't know if it's just the way I do it or if it's like that for everybody. So I'm just going to bring this string through here, and I'm going to tie it underneath. I'm just going to make a knot. Oops. Or try to make a knot. This is one reason why I don't like to keep it attached. I like to cut it because It's always difficult for me. I'm going to cut this little string off. And I may just, I'll bring it twice and then I'll just bring it a little bit longer because I'll probably put a charm. I'll put a charm on the bottom and just bring it around the rest of that. Okay, let's see what I have here. I do have a butterfly. This is my charm bag. I have charms, I have butterflies and buttons. So we can get the butterfly in here. Just have to get it through there. And I'll make my knot. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so let's get this one done. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna bring this flap down. This is such a fun project to do. And it's so easy. It's a little time consuming, but that's only because of the decoration, you know, and not really. Just to throw a couple of things down on there. So I'm going to glue these little corner flaps down. I could make this go down a little further. Okay, and then you just make the inside same way. The glue stick is so much easier for these little flaps. I find that to be a little easier. And just measuring this little pocket in here. Okay, I think this is a good height. Oh boy. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just going to rip this off. I'm just going to cut that off. That's too little to rip off. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for the lighting, but all of a sudden it got real dark outside. And I hope it's not making this video too dark. Okay, so here's my center point. And I'm going to get this, make sure I'm on the right. And I'm going to glue down the two sides over here. Just going to peek out a little bit and it looks good. Okay, So maybe I'll throw some decorations in here again. And I do have a few of, I think I'm going to tear out this butterfly. I'm not going to fussy cut around it. I'll just tear it out as best I can. And I'm going to ink around it. Because it is on Bookpage. You know, and to be honest, sometimes you would put a project on Bookpage when you're layering. I could put that brown packing paper. And what I could do also is maybe stick one of my colorful mushrooms next to the butterfly. And then I do have a goldy butterfly down here to put over there. And I'm going to save that for the, well, yeah, I think this here is a plan. I like this gold on here. This is, these two came from the same paper pad that I have, and it has like a lot of goldish ephemera on there. And that's why I brought out my gold paint stick. Whoops. Okay, so we'll put this butterfly down. And we'll see how I get along with doing my painting on the front of this one. Get rid of this. Okay, so let me cover this and get this out of the way. Get my paint stick and let's okay, here goes my branch. Whoops. And then I'll just build off there. Go up that way. And I'll continue with that. Alright, now I'll do my little green. And I'm just going to stick them all over the place. I'm going to try to put more of the orange in this one. I'm just going to stick some, I don't even know if this is a thing to put those little green spots on there, but I'm doing it because to make it look like leaves are falling. Okay. I'm just going to stick some orange on the green. You know, hopefully it's going to make it look like it's the oh, I can't even talk. the oh man, the leaves are turning from green to orange. Hopefully that's what it looks like. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm going to stick a little red in here too. I think I'm going to doctor up the ones that I did. Put a little bit more color in them. I like all three colors in here. The orange, green, and the red. Oh, I'm just wondering if trees turn that all three colors like that. Like we have a couple of trees in our backyard that just turn yellow. You know, and they're okay, but I just love the ones that turn red. I'm gonna try my hand at this gold again and see if I can get a little better splatter with this. Yes, that's better. I think I just needed more water with the other one. Hopefully you can see that, the gold splatter on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my gold glue stick. Not glue stick, it's a gold paint stick. And I know this is wet with the splatter, and I'm just going to put it on the edge over here. I should probably wait until this is dry, because this front is really wet from this paint. I don't even want to close it because this is all wet from the gold splatter. But I think this turned out really well. So this is the one, these are the ones that I did, and these are my two new ones. Actually, I think I'm gonna put some little bit of decorations on here. Let's see what I can. This here is all about my mushrooms. I love those colors. I think what I'll do is cut that down. Put them on there with just some botanical stickers. I think that's what I'm gonna do with these here. I'm just trying to look through my different ephemera here, or my little, oh, that's the same sticker, or the same And I think what I'm going to do with this one here is I'm going to cut out the butterfly. And I like him because he has the gold on him. So I'll cut him out and I'll put him somewhere. Oh, that looks good. I wonder if I have another butterfly like that. And I have these here. I do have another. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to rip this out. It's a gold butterfly, but it's only a half. And I'm going to put him on the page just like that. Well, maybe not. I don't know if I like that. But I'm going to rip out this gold butterfly. You know, to be honest, because this, like this whole sheet is very botanical looking, and having, you know, ripping out a butterfly, I think it looks really nice on there instead of trying to cut it out. So I'm just going to ink this up. And I'll stick him on, or her, probably a her because it's in gold. This is hard to see on camera, but it is very goldish. It looks really gold for me. And I'm trying to see if I can put a word, inspire. And for that butterfly, oh my gosh, this book page came from The Last Tycoon, the book. I probably should cover that. With botanical and the butterfly. Only because it just doesn't go with this project like it does. I don't know. Okay. And this here is a little thicker because it's cardstock, and I'm just going to make sure that it's going to stick with my art glitter glue. And this here, I may have to chop this down a little, unless I think all my mushrooms are going to be bigger now. I'm just going to cut the bottom. A little bit more. I think I cut it enough. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to stick it one of the definitions, dictionary, botanical definitions on there. Okay. Put that with that. This here. I'm just trying to get a different kind of. How about this here that says buttercups? Okay, now let's get to gluing this one down. I'm going to put this down. This goldish butterfly. And let's see if we can I like this because it's the same color as, very similar to the butterfly. I'm just going to rip the bottom of this off because it's larger than the flap over there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and these here, I'm not going to close it like I did these here, because I want to be able to stick this into a pocket. So I'm wondering if I have paper clips with me. I don't bring everything I have with me when I'm making something. I just use some of the things that I know I'm gonna definitely be using, or that I think I'm definitely gonna be using. So I didn't bring paper clips with me, but I think what I'm gonna do with these here is, this here is pretty dry now. I think what I'll do is I'll put paper clips on the top and then stick them into a pocket. And I do have rose gold paper clips that I think would look nice with the gold effect on here. And this here, do I have the gold on here? Because I have that gold paint splatter, I'm just going to put a little bit of this gold paint stick on the front. Hopefully you can see this. It really looks so pretty. It just glistens gold. Oops. I just love it. I love this gold stick. This one here is a quick stick. Okay, so there we have it. Here are, this is the one that I made earlier. This one is from today. And these here are going to get paper clipped into journal pockets. So this is a good start. This is a good start making these book page pockets, and I'm just loving these pockets on the inside here. I think they're so cool, you know. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, you have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.